Hey everyone, Luke here. So I wanted to dabble in some competitive Pokemon and didn't really know where to start. I heard about this ROM hack of Pokemon FireRed called Radical Red, where not only is the AI more competitive, but there's also a lot of quality of life changes that help you build a competitive team more easily. Almost every Pokemon from Gen 1 all the way to Legends Arceus would be available to use, which is insane, but totally awesome. This was probably the most difficult yet most fun Pokemon game that I've ever played, and I definitely recommend any Pokemon fan to try it out at least once. Small disclaimer though, I started the game building a variety team, but it didn't take very long for me to decide on using only fire types, but more on that later. This is the origin story of Fire Master Luke. Let's get into the video. The game starts off as normal Fire Red very briefly, then stops to ask you a few questions to customize your playthrough. I decided to play minimal grinding mode, which guarantees all Pokemon to have perfect IVs, and EVs are turned off for everyone including bosses, which is a nice touch for a newcomer like me to competitive Pokemon. I skipped out on hardcore mode for my first run, which makes the AI even stronger for one, and for two, it bans more abilities for you. Now isn't that nice? I may try this out one day in the future though. I do know people like to nuzlocke this game, and looking back after beating this, I just do not see how this is possible, but much respect to you if you even attempt it. I said no to restricted mode, easy mode, and randomizers. I wanted this playthrough to be as normal as possible. Yeah, normal. The quality of life improved straight from the get-go when I noticed there was a shortcut menu added for auto run and other skills. Then I go downstairs and I'm asked which region I wanted to choose my starter from, and right away I knew this experience was going to be life-changing. I became so excited to dive in. So anyone that knows me knows that my favorite absolute Pokemon of all time is Torchic. So we gotta go Torchic for our starter. The rival still picks Squirtle, which I found hilarious, and we make our way to pick up the parcel for the professor. We see all types of new Pokemon on the way. It was awesome. The Pokemon Center brought in some more changes too. Your Pokemon get the ability to follow you, and there is an NPC next to Nurse Joy that lets you access nature changes, gender changes, and updates on the current level cap. After delivering the parcel, I take time to build a team for the upcoming rival battle. While I was doing this, someone in chat made me aware of the rare candy cheat. I decided to take advantage because EVs and IVs are simplified, and the grind would add too much time to an already difficult game, time that I just don't have. I caught so many Pokemon, but the first team I decided on was Flint the Sandygast, Kyoko the Pidgey, Toadette the Morlul, Blizzetta the Alolan Sandshrew, Amy the Flaffy, and of course, Speedy. I noticed a lot of move pools and abilities were changed, so I was all for it. The rival battle was too easy, but it was definitely not a sign of things to come. One of Oak's aides stopped us on the way to Viridian Forest to give us the Dex Nav, which I totally didn't use until much later in the game because I forgot. Oops. Viridian Forest was a breeze because we had Torchic, but then something interesting happened. Is that Brendan? Why don't we have a battle? They made better Pokemon games. And it's his theme! Hi, Brendan. Get flashed, sucker. Hey, Trico. Goodbye. After the fight, he gives us some items and tells us about the Poké Vial that I totally forgot to get until much later in the game. Again, oops. I also got infinite repels here, which is very nice. So I tried going straight to Brock, but got pulled into the museum where this happened. Pokemon. 13? The way Faulkner was battling me, I could tell this was only going to be the beginning of very tough fights in Radical Red. But if I want to get good at competitive, this was going to happen sooner or later, right? Amy and Speedy did the job no problem. Upon entering the gym, we are made aware of changes to boss fights. Yo, champ in the making, it seems this is your first gym challenge, so I'm responsible for informing you of the rules. Accuracy reducing moves and evasion raising effects have been removed from this game. Interesting. Baton Pass is removed from this game. Sleep Clause is in effect, meaning only one Pokemon per team can be put to sleep at a time. I didn't even know that was a thing. Oko moves are removed from the game. I didn't know that. The bag is inaccessible during the boss battles. There's a soft level cap before each boss, which reduces experience gain significantly when the level cap is reached. Pokemon will disobey when level too far above the level cap. Oh god. Consumable held items come back after trainer battles. Battle style is forced to set. You cannot thief items from trainers. You are automatically healed to full in most boss battles to prevent certain exploits. Wow. I like that. Moving on to Brock, he wasn't too difficult, but it was nice seeing a Alolan Geodude and Vulpix on his team, as if I was fighting a seasoned anime Brock. It was awesome. I obtain a Dynamax band on the way to Mount Moon. Torchic evolves and gains a new ability called Striker that powers up kick moves. The Magikarp seller in the Pokemon Center also had a shiny Magikarp, so I didn't pass the chance to use Red Gyarados again. Mount Moon wasn't too bad either, and it was such a nice touch adding the Team Rocket battle theme to each member that we fought. I had my first double battle here, and I think I only won because I was higher level. I learned more about competitive strategies and double battles much later. Admin Archer at the end was only tough because it didn't heal my Pokemon. Probably could have used that Pokeball. When I arrive at Cerulean City, I decide to go straight for Misty. Boy, was that hasty. Misty completely smashed me and I loved it. Ayo, joking aside, her Lantern was a real problem and I considered taking another look at my current team. But before that, I decided to try my luck with the rival battle. It was a slaughter. He gives us the very helpful Pokerider, which is basically HM2 Fly. Toadette evolved, and Speedy learned Thunder Punch, so I decided to give Misty another try. Came close but still lost. On my third attempt, I completely leaned on Toadette and Amy. I realized then it was a weakness in my setup, to rely on one Mon and not the team as a whole. I managed to snag the win and began to wonder if that fight would even be possible with a fire-only team. Little did I know, Misty would not be my worst nightmare. Nugget Bridge was easy until we got to the Team Rocket guy at the end. He had a Growlithe with Dragon Rage, which is absolutely terrifying at this part of the game, but that wasn't the worst of it. Zippy Zap? That always crits! That move is specifically for Pikachu and Let's Go Pikachu, and it always crits. I beat him the second try, but I had to use Revive to do it. I didn't like that and kept thinking to myself, maybe my team was lacking. We visited Bill and encountered another special guest in this hack, Bugsy. This battle was in the rain, so it would make using a fire type team difficult, but it was still on my mind. Bugsy had a Ladian that was a bug fighting type, and I realized there are Pokemon with different types as well in this ROM hack, which is pretty cool. We took down his team but barely, and it continued to bother me. I needed a new team. The Rocket Grunt that broke into someone's house had an Octillery with multi-hit moves, and there is nothing more frustrating than getting hit 5 times, and he landed 5 every single time. I swear that had to be some sort of hack. Like, come on, for real? Found a Hatena and decided to add it to the party. Made it to Vermilion City without too much trouble. Found a move tutor, did some exploring and found Whitney, but didn't feel like reliving childhood trauma at the moment, so I headed for the SS Anne. The double battles here gave me a lot of trouble, as a competitive newcomer, especially this one with a Storm Drain strategy. One Pokemon would use Surf and keep powering up its partner. I don't even remember how many times I whited out here. I took a break and decided to go after Whitney out of curiosity. What was I thinking? I did better than I thought, but my pride at this point was starting to cripple. My team sucks. I suck. I brought back Toadette for the double battle. I managed to win, but I had just this feeling of dissatisfaction still. I made my way to the rival battle, and to my surprise, Brendan was there. He was still a pushover. We obtained quality of life cut and head for Lieutenant Surge. The battle wasn't going too terribly until this happened. That sucks. Is this your ace? That's not fun. The double intimidate is not fair. That's... what? I made so many different teams, and I somehow ended up building a ground team with a sandstorm strat that completely destroyed Surge. But I thought to myself, if I'm going to build a type-focused team, why not build one of my favorite type? And thus, ladies and gentlemen, Fire Master Luke was born. Let's meet the new team. So we have an all-fire team. We got our dark fire Pokemon Houndoom and Karen. We got our fire ground type Carl. We got, we have Kazooie the Fletchender, fire flying. We have Mystery the Rapidash, fire fairy. Of course, we have Speedy, the one and only, firefighting. And I forgot to name Salazzle, but we have a poison fire type. Having a ground type on the team certainly helped, but it felt so good focusing on the team as a whole and not as individual parts. Mega Manectric was still an issue, but we finally took Surge down. Surge raised our level cap so we got access to new moves, and some of our team evolved. Blaziken learned triple arrows, which is already broken, but when you have Striker, it is nasty. Now let's see how we fare against Whitney. Basically, my strat for Miltank was to Toxic it with Salazzle and lower its defense constantly with Rapidash. But with Whitney, it's never that simple. I managed to get a burn on Miltank. Honestly, without Miltank, Whitney is a pushover. She didn't cry after we lost, and I couldn't help but feel kinda proud of her, you know? Personal growth. The team and I breezed our way through Rock Tunnel and made our way through Lavender Town, where we bumped into this guy. Whoa, is that a Mega Gang? That's Morty! It makes sense that Morty would be here. My first try I did very well, but his Hisuian Zoroark caught me off guard. The second time was much easier because I knew what I was up against. I arrive in Celadon City, where I picked up Eevee and found a guy who gives out starter eggs for shards. Perfect for getting good fire Pokemon. I hand in my red shards and hatch my first egg. I do some shopping and make my way to Erica. Some random trainer had a Tentacruel in the gym, and that was just wrecking me. I was too distracted by my anger from the fact that I see a Tentacruel in a grass gym, like, hello? Looking back now, it's kind of funny actually. I forgot I still had the egg with me, so I wanted to hatch it before facing Erica. So I went into the battle with Erica thinking it would be easy, but she actually posed quite a challenge. Oh my god, why? That is your only recourse? Explosion? Clearly, I still have a lot to learn. The Fire Flying Talonflame, my name Kazooie. I got Pyra the Arcanine. I got Mystery the Rapidash. Rouge the Salazzle. I got Delphox, named Fox McBlaze. And of course we have Blaziken. So we're rocking the fire only team. The rocket hideout under the game corner was pretty easy, and then we reached Giovanni. I realized my team wasn't really equipped for ground types. Luckily, he only had Nidoking. The team was pretty easy until Mega Kangaskhan with Parental Bond. It kept using Power Up Punch and got a double boost in attack after every use. Thankfully, he wasn't a fast Pokemon. Phew. I make my way to Pokemon Tower and get into an interesting boss fight. Why are you level 58? And why are you shiny? Excuse me? What is going on here? Is Aura Flare to life? What is this? Ultra Instinct Super Saiyan God Marowak? Yes, basically. Marowak had crazy stats, but we still took it down. I save Mr. Fuji and get my own Alolan Marowak. Before heading to the Silphco building, I took time to update the moves on my team. We accidentally found Mega Blazikenite, but no ring yet. GG's. Okay, now we are ready to end Team Rocket. I really enjoyed using Alolan Marowak. Team Rocket was pretty on par with their previous levels, so not too hard. And then, the rival battle. I thought I was doing okay until his Blastoise Mega'd and Shell Smashed. It was over. He beat me a few times, but adding Arcanine with Intimidate to the team, and some luck, we beat him. Taking out Blastoise first gave us a huge lead. Looking back, I would have handled this battle completely differently with what I know now, but hey, that happens. Just before we confront Giovanni again, we are thrown into a tag battle with his admins. Brendan shows up to help. Starting the battle with Intimidate wasn't a good idea. Gothitelle and Incineroar. Okay, so Intimidate doesn't work. So Intimidating just boosts it even more. But Incineroar has like no attack power. That's way too much Intimidates happening at one time. I lose the first time, but it was a good one. I switched out Arcanine for Delphox and won by the skin of my teeth. Now for the boss. Remember when I said I didn't know what I would do for a ground team? Time to find out. He opens with Hippowdon and sets up Sandstorm and Stealth Rocks. This is already going so well. He sends out Garchomp sooner than I thought, but was no match for Rapidash. I thought he would have gone Mega, but then I remembered. It was over. I took time to update the team, and Giovanni inspired me to create a sun setup. I realize now that weather changes make a huge difference, and I'll need to consider sun weather in a lot of my competitive teams more often. I get the Master Ball and prepare for the fighting gym. It wasn't too bad, as I have so many good mons for fighting types. I thought it was really cool that Chuck was the leader. My first round I got cocky and lost, but the fight is still easy for the most part. While I was making changes to the team, I stumbled upon the Mega Ring, let's go. Mega Blaziken basically destroyed Chuck. The trainers in Sabrina's gym were a pushover, especially with Volcarona bodying everybody. Now for the real challenge. She tells us right away it'll be a double fight, so here we go. It was a slaughter. Once she set up Trick Room, it was over. The second round I used Volcarona and Delphox to defend against the double expanding force and psychic terrain while wasting turns for the Trick Room. Then Blaziken and Talonflame ultimately cleaned up the rest. The road to Koga was a long one, with very challenging trainers, with amazing and cheating strats. It took me basically all stream to reach Fuchsia City, which is nuts. I did manage to pick up some very useful additions to the team along the way. To be fair though, it would have been a lot easier if I knew I had the Pokévial, so I wouldn't have to keep flying back to heal. Keep forgetting about that, oops. Koga's gym was easy like the others, but Koga himself was no pushover. He brought a bunch of speedy special attackers to the table, and I feel this fits his ninja aesthetic much more than just a bunch of poison Pokemon. He kinda blew me away round 1, but then I figured out I could use his speed against him with Trick Room. Kinda nice that the previous gym leader helped out here. I love that this game is teaching me so much about competitive Pokemon. Koga goes down, and then we head to Safari Zone, but first, he improved a lot this time, but I had Mega Blaziken. Plowing through Route 21, We finally arrive at Cinnabar Island. We bumped into Gym Leader Jasmine. I felt pretty confident that my fire team would destroy her steel team, and I was right. On my way to the Pokemon Mansion, I get clotheslined by May. She wants to square up to see who the better Blaziken trainer is. We all know who that is, obviously. She gave me another Torchic with speed boost, so GG's May. I found a really good addition to the team in Pokemon Mansion, Chandelure. Also picked up Solar Beam, so the team got seriously upgraded. It's finally time to take on Blaine. Who is the true Fire Master? Time to find out. We had similar strats, and he put up a good fight, but of course I came out on top. On my way to the final gym, Brendan steals us away to Cerulean Cave to stop Team Rocket's final gambit. This arc was actually really cool. I explored the cave normally, and then I bumped into the two Rocket admins for a tough back-to-back battle. I made it to the last Pokemon and lost, so I thought some team revisions were in order. While I was doing this, I found Gym Leader Price on Seafoam Islands. He has Ice type, so it should be easy, right? Right? He undid my Sun with his Hail, so I thought I would restart. This guy changes his whole team in between resets. The game just turned it up to 11, and as much as I hated that, I also loved it. The fight felt like it could have gone either way, but Blaziken snags us another victory. Okay, detour over, and now it's time to take down these admins. I managed to keep the whole team until the second fight, so that was such a relief. It wasn't hard after that. It was just now that I realized, Pokevile? What's that? What's Pokevile? What is that? I don't know what that is. Is that like a full heal? You get a mobile Nurse Joy? Alright, can you tell me where to get it? Because I clearly need it right now. You're really gonna hate what I'm about to say? No. 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 Excuse me. Are you telling me I could have gotten this at the beginning of the game? I could have gotten this at the beginning of the game? Yes? I'm done with this game. I'm done with this game. After the long tangent of getting the vial, the admins were nice enough to heal me before the big fight, which starts off kinda crazy. I see you've come to stop me yet again. Unfortunately, you won't be the hero this time. You're too late. Mewtwo, you're mine. Yeah, right, sucker. No! They're supposed to be... I hate being right! I hate being right. This man is gonna Mega Mewtwo Y me into oblivion. This man is gonna Mega Mewtwo Y me into oblivion. The Master Ball my scientist made works. And attaching this Mega Stone, of course. Of course. Attaching this Mega Stone that we've worked hard on, I'm practically invincible. You still dare to stop me knowing I have Mega Mewtwo? I have a choice scarf, Lumiere. Well, the honor is mine, you insolent child. Whoa, things are getting out of hand here. Lance? Hi there, just a champion stopping by to help put an end to this mess. No matter, I can't possibly be stopped with Mega Mewtwo. Sorry, Luke was it? I came here rather short of notice, so I don't have my best Lance, I'm gonna punch you in the face. You should bring Mega Dragonite. I know it doesn't exist, but you have it. I know you have Mega Dragonite. Something that shouldn't exist and doesn't exist, he has it. So I came here rather short of notice, blah, 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 blah. You'll have to help me out. Have at me then, you fools. I have no words. My first attempt went surprisingly well until this happened. Mega Sally. Mega Sally. Bro, we first tried it. I gotta stop saying bro. I don't really... What? Are you gonna fully heal? Lance, please. Lance? Oh my god. If any one of us can do it, it's you. What is this move? Lance. If Dialga can't do it, nobody can. Roar of Time him into oblivion, please. Oh, I forgot about Aura Sphere. That's not gonna kill him. I can't believe I came that close. 100 power psychic and still stat boost. That's busted. Mewtwo coming back to life as a Mega was a huge game changer, so more team revisions needed to be done. Studying his team and figuring out what worked best was so fun, and eventually I kinda destroyed him. Also, didn't know Mewtwo Y was kinda frail. Giovanni feels remorse and decides to stop being a bad guy. Like, what? That was pretty cool, not gonna lie, but the real Giovanni would probably never do this. That was complete fan service, and I love it. Giovanni said he let someone else take over the gym, so I was super curious to see who it was. Imagine my surprise when I found out who it was. Claire? First, I felt fear, then I was really excited because I really would be a fire master if I could figure out how to beat a dragon team. It wasn't easy. She put me in my place so many times. Her Aerodactyl was a huge problem for my team. It's incredibly fast and super effective against fire types. I took some time off stream to make a new team. I tested it out and ended up deciding on this one. I had a pretty great strategy until she sent out my favorite dragon type Pokemon, Magearna. But no, seriously, this game just loves to cheat. In retrospect though, I suppose it does make you better. Blaziken once again saves the day, and I obtain my final gym badge. Before I started the end game, chat suggested I visit the power plant, where we find this guy. Oh, you're approaching me? Instead of running away, you're coming right to me. That's already sounding threatening. I don't know how I feel about this. Oh ho, then come as close as you like. Owen music? Funny name and all the references aside, the battle wasn't too bad this round, but more on that later. We bump into the rival again on the way to Victory Road, and he brought his A game yet again. Couldn't do it first try, but seeing most of his team helped out a lot. He brought in new members since we last fought, but so did I. In front of the entrance to Victory Road, we get stopped by Brendan, who throws a little pity party and makes his last stand against us. He opens up with Deoxys, and I started to realize that from this point, I'm gonna see a lot more legendaries. Although I find it a little disturbing, I do like the challenge nonetheless. It was kinda tough, but we snagged the win. So Brendan goes back home to Hoenn, and we navigate Victory Road. Every single battle here felt like I was fighting the Elite Four, which was both awesome and terrifying. Anyway, I won't bore you with the details, so let's move on. Upon exiting the cave, we actually bump into the creator of the game. Hello? But it was such a treat. Saved, right? Who the hell is this? Hey, Hollowed. Who the hell is this? Well, thought you could waltz into the Pokemon League without another boss battle? Who the hell am I? Stop reading my mind. Stop reading my mind. Stop that. I'm Supercell, the creator of this hack, dumbass. Anyway, I can't let any scrubs complete my game, so I'll need to give you an ass whooping. Okay, how is this fair? This is not fair. This is not fair. Are you kidding me? This is a joke, right? Explosion. Thank God I'm a ghost type. Oh my God, thank God I'm a ghost type. Get ready to lose. This is a troll fight, isn't it? I'm getting heavy troll vibes. This is a troll fight. I think Lumiere in front was genius. Just explode everybody. Wait, Shedinja doesn't get explode. Man, that Shadow Force is gonna do a lot. What? This is a troll fight. This fight is such a troll. I could feel it. I feel it in my bones. This is the troll fight. This is a troll fight. I love it. I love everything about this. Oh my god, this is fantastic. This is such a troll fight. But I'm gonna wait until his last Pokemon. So far, everything has been a troll. But will the last Pokemon be a troll? That's what I'm worried about. Dude, I'm so lucky I opened with Lumiere. And if I had a ground ghost type, forget it. Like if I had Golett out front, this man would not touch me. I love this troll fight. Oh my god, it's so good. How could this be? This is too good. This is too good. Trolling all the way till the end. You love to see it. You love to see it. Oh my god, that was beautiful. What, you beat my invincible strat? You're the one that started the sandstorm. We get a busted Mega that I won't use, of course, and he tells me that he gave the rival a major upgrade, but more on that later. He goes on to say thanks for playing even if I didn't enjoy it, but truth be told, this was the best Pokemon game I have ever played and possibly ever will play, so thank you Supercell so much. I go heal up one last time with Nurse Joy and get this loving message. So we finally made it to the Elite Four. I can't believe the time has finally come. What a wild ride this game was. I have to say, I was really excited to face Lorelei. I mean, I knew she would have some water types, but she would have mostly ice types on her team, right? Right? So I would have the advantage, right? I needed to do some serious team revisions. If her rain team with swift swimmers wasn't bad enough, guess who else she had tucked away? Look who showed up to the party. After many trial and error attempts, I made some more revisions to the team. I added Rotom in, and in this ROM hack, Sunflora is a grass fire type, which is honestly perfect. I felt good about this team for Lorelei and just hoped that it would be good enough for the rest of the Elite Four, and the champion. Sunflora's Chlorophyll and Solar Beam combo came in so handy in this fight, but Kyogre still posed a problem. He would get rid of the sun and make it so you can't use Sunny Day anymore, which is so busted, but awesome to be honest. My only way past Kyogre was to let Swampert use Earthquake and take it out, but I would have to survive the Earthquake myself. So 2 hours and 45 minutes later, we defeated Lorelei. Yay, this is going so well, yay. Bruno took me by surprise because I was expecting a double battle. Like, what is going on here? The battle was going really well until he sent out Urshifu. I now hate Urshifu with a passion. Thanks, Bruno. Like, why is he so fast? Little did I know that would be the least of my worries. The play here was to open with Mega Charizard Y and do some strategic switches after to not be chained by my choice items. Let's see how that went. Agatha was freaking me out because right away I'm thinking about Giratina, Marshadow, Mega Gengar, and Hisuian Zoroark, and other possibilities for her Ghost-type team. I lost my first round and I soon realized she actually has more than one team. After trial and error, the strat that I decided on was to open with Blaziken and set up Speed Boost with Swords Dance, hoping that her opening mon was Zoroark, because that meant she had Marshadow and Spectrier on the team. Some really fast and nasty legendaries, or mythical or whatever. It is getting hard to keep track at this point, you guys. This fight was interesting because it was the first fight all game I considered boxing Blaziken. I know, right? Blaziken. Glad to know that I was pleasantly surprised. Blaziken's the best starter, don't at me. Sorry I doubted you, buddy. Now Lance was absolutely terrifying because I could still hear myself screaming on the inside from that Claire fight. I was expecting Lance to open with Aerodactyl and... Nice to see you, Luke. I lead the Elite Four. I'll cut to the chase. You know that dragons are mythical Pokemon. They're hard to catch and raise, but their powers are superior. They're virtually indestructible. There's no being clever with them. Well, are you ready to lose? The first time, yes. But I'm gonna beat you, Lance. I beat everybody else, I'm gonna beat you. Your league challenge ends with me, Luke. Oh, I thought they would have changed his theme song. Okay, that's alright. Show me that Aerodactyl. Show it to me. Garchomp? And of course it's female. Of course it's female. This is Cynthia. This is Cynthia. After some PP stalls of Stone Edge and strategic dodges of Earthquake, Garchomp actually roars, and Rapidash gets sent out. Too bad for him. He saves Garchomp by switching to Dragonite, but Dragonite goes down. My favorite Dragon-type Pokemon was next, Melmetal. Jokes aside, this is probably his answer for Fairy types, so I needed to get rid of him quick. I switch in Rotom and try to go for the overheat, but he switches back to Garchomp and Garchomp goes down. He then sends in Dracozolt. I don't know too much about it, but if he's anything like his cousin Dracovish, things just got scary. Rapidash and Blaziken team up to take it out. Melmetal returns, so let's try another overheat. Melmetal goes down, and finally we see Dialga. I switch out Rotom for some Flora to set up Sun, and he roars me to switch into Rotom. I go for overheat and almost take it out. Rotom goes down, but some Flora finishes the job. Out comes Mega Salamence, and Sunflora manages to get a burn, which ultimately snags us the victory. Watching back this footage, I still can't believe I beat Lance of all people first try. But Lance was basically a pushover compared to what I had to fight next. When the creator said he gave the rival a better team, he was not kidding. So after 3 hours of losing, I finally came up with a sort of strategy. Kinda. Starting with Chandelure forces the AI to switch to Yveltal, so I switched to Rapidash and hit it with 2 play roughs to take it out. For Metagross, I switched to Charizard to use Heat Wave, and the buff from Chandelure's Sunny Day came in clutch. Out comes Eternatus, so I switched to Rapidash to take the Meteor Beam and die. Next I needed Rotom to land this Thunder Wave. It's a success, so now Charizard is safer to finish it off. Luckily we get the Parahax, but the rival switches to Groudon. I switch to some Flora and get T-waved and Fire Punched. One shot. Charizard tries a Solar Beam but doesn't quite take it out and goes down to a Stone Edge. Looks like it's all up to Blaziken, like always. There's a reason he's my favorite, you guys. Blaziken takes out Groudon with Earthquake. Pheromosa returns, so I switch to my Ghost to avoid the fighting move. Pheromosa U-turns to Eternatus, but I predict that and landed a Psychic to take it out. The rival sends out Ditto and transforms to Chandelure. I let it go down to Ditto's Shadow Ball so I can properly set up Blaziken. Protect and Earthquake give me speed and takes out Ditto. Finally we can deal with Pheromosa once and for all. Let's see how that went. Give me my speed. I'm faster, right, Hollowed? I'm so scared. This is the last Pokemon. Please burn so I don't have to worry about close combat. Just burn, please. Blaziken, for the love of God, please survive. Oh, thank God. This is it. This is it. Blaziken, don't miss, please. Yes! That's game! I'm the champion! I'm the Fire Master! After this fight, I now seriously hate Pheromosa. But on a lighter note, we did it. We beat Radical Red using fire types only. Mostly. Thanks to everyone for watching and Supercell for creating this fantastic hack. Because of this game, I am more familiar with competitive Pokemon, and I'm so excited to learn more. Becoming more familiar with the strengths and weaknesses of fire-type Pokemon has given me white-hot fiery passion and drive to keep going. I want to do more fire-only challenges in different Pokemon games, so stay tuned. Currently working on a Pokemon Scarlet video next. If you enjoyed today's video, and you want to see more like it, don't forget to leave a like down below, subscribe if you're new, so you won't miss it. Follow me on Twitch if you want to see these challenges live, and have you played Radical Red? Let me know what your teams were like in the comments below. This is Fire Master Luke, bringing you the heat. Peace.